Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to cut a full flared skirt, that is a 360 flared skirt with no joining to your fabric. The materials you'll be needing are your pattern paper. I will be working with this A4 sized paper and we will build on it. So assuming I want to make a skirt that is, say, this length, that is the entire length of this A4 size paper. What I have here is 29.5 centimeter. This is my centimeter. So I have 29.5 centimeter. And what I have here on the short side is less than 29.5 centimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join papers to it like so. Like so. Now, if you check, you'd realize that from here to here would most likely give me my desired length. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and join this paper off camera and I'll be back. So here it is. I have gone ahead and joined the paper to give me one full paper. And you do the same thing with your own pattern drafting paper or your brown paper. This is how you get what you want. You can't just get it by using your fabric like that without adding to it, or even saying your brown paper would give you that result without joining. You have to join your brown paper. Now when you're done joining your brown paper, you fold it at the center like this. Now you realize I have added length, so I'll be able to work as I wish. Now to get to your waist circumference for a full circle skirt, the measurement is your waist circumference divided by 6.28 minus ½ inch. In some cases, minus 1 inch. It depends on what your result is. So I'm assuming I'm working with my own measurements. That is waist circumference of 30 inches divided by 6.28. My answer is going to be 4.7. What I'll do is I'll fold my paper. Like I earlier said, you fold your paper like so. And then using the tip of your tip from this apex here, you measure your 4 points, whatever your measurement is. Remember the tip of your tape has to touch this tip here, and then you mark on this end here your tape at the tip. I'm going to mark 4 inches, 4 centimeter as my presumed measurement. And then on this side, I'll mark another 4 centimeters as my presumed measurements. You connect everything using your curve. One thing you should also do when you're done drawing your curve is to take this exact measurement as it is, the way I am doing. Take it round, and whatever result you get at the end, you multiply it by 4 to make sure that it is your exact waist measurement. So here I used 4 centimeters. And I have 7.5, that is 7.5 for this arch here. 7.5 times 4 is going to give me 30. So I'm okay with this measurement. I'm not going to touch it. Next, I will then measure my length. That is my desired length. Say, initially I said we're working with 29, but let's say we're working with 25 inches now. What we have here at the end of this paper is 25 centimeters. So let's say we're working with 25 centimeters. I'm just working with this size of the paper. You can do with whatever size of paper you want. So this is it. We have 25 centimeters. So if I'm measuring from here 25, I would have 29 centimeters, which is already the length of this side. Next, I would come this way, but ensure that my tip here touches the apex of this paper here. So I'll put it this way and measure 29. And then continue going round 29. At this point, you can see we're already going off the our initial paper before joining. We have now started entering the extension. Another 29. This is the second paper that was joined. And on this side, remember I told you that this side of the A4 paper would not be enough, so we joined. We measure another 29 inch or 29 centimeter. If you're working with a length longer than this, that's fine. You just add more papers until you get what you want. So 29. At all times, ensure that your tip touches the apex of your paper like so. And then, sorry, okay, this is wrong. Now that I'm done marking the 29 inches, next I'm going to go in with a curve and connect the dots. You can do it with your free hand if you're sure of what you're doing. Otherwise, go ahead and use a curve. I think I'll start with freehand first and see what it gives me. Okay, so I have gone ahead and used a marker to make it visible, just so you would see. Next, I'm going to cut out my waist circumference first. And this is what you have. Now what you do is, when cutting your fabric, ensure that your fabric is in a rectangular form, that is spread in a rectangular form in 2 layers. That is your first layer and your second layer. Or you can do it in one piece. That is, say this is your front, you then put your fabric in a rectangular form, this indicating the length of your fabric this way, and then you place your pattern like this on your fabric. When you lay your pattern like this, ensure that you leave in a seam allowance at this point here before you go on and then you cut out your pattern on your fabric, I mean, in this manner. Ordinarily, if I wanted to cut a 360 skirt, that's flare skirt, and I want to fold it, that's the fabric, in 3, I may not, sorry, fold it into 4, I may not get the desired length I want because I may have to join it. But where you want to achieve a 360 degrees length of skirt and you wouldn't want to join your fabric, this is how to go about it. This becomes your pattern. You spread your fabric in a rectangular form, and then you can go as long as you want. You can even decide to make this entire rectangle here the length of your skirt. You can decide to increase the depth of the skirt by this side here, increase the length, I mean, either ways. However you want, you can decide what you want using this. And this is how you cut a full flared skirt with no joining.